Well, ladies and gentlemen, I find it very interesting that this gaming industry that we're in right now, the same gaming industry that's trying to tell you that Gamergate 2.0 isn't happening, the same gaming industry that's trying to tell you that Gamergate, the original one, didn't happen, the same gaming industry that's coming out and saying all of this stuff is happening organically, none of it's forced whatsoever, we promise. Well, apparently, there's some people that are coming out from the mainstream gaming industry, and they're proving that to be a complete lie. We have an article here from That Park Place that says game developer consultant Richie DeWitt promises to destroy careers of video game company employees if they call out DEI policies.
Thought crime was so insidious. It just creeps up on you.
Now, why am I not surprised by this in the slightest, ladies and gentlemen? Why am I not surprised? This is the problem that's going on right now in modern day gaming as we know it. They are actively doing everything they can to try to get anybody out of the scene who disagrees with DEI and the forced initiatives that these companies place on their employees. There are a lot of people who are actively fighting against this within the gaming industry, but a lot of them don't want to speak out publicly because of lunatics like this. So let's get into this article, guys, from That Park Place. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us out into that YouTube algorithm. So it says Richie DeWitt, the founder of Bare Knuckle, which is described as an inclusive business development consultancy for experienced and up-and-coming game developers, promised to destroy the careers of anyone in the video game industry that calls out DEI policies. Now, this is the same kind of company, ladies and gentlemen, the same kind of company like Sweet Baby Inc. and all the other companies we have mentioned. They like to consider themselves to be inclusive consultancy firms or just narrative consultancy firms, or in this case, business development consultancy. Everybody, apparently gaming developers just are unable to do anything on their own. They need consulting for everything, and everything they get consulted on happens to have a little bit of spice of DEI attached to it. It says, as captured by former World of Warcraft team lead Mark Kern, DeWitt posted on X before locking his account down. Of course he locked his account down. They always lock their accounts down. They can never stand by their words. It's interesting. If you guys think you're on the right side of history, if you think that everything you're saying is virtuous, everything you're saying is correct, you are the arbiters of truth, then why do you constantly run and hide? Why do you constantly lock your accounts down? I don't get it. Like, you should stand by what you say. It says, I've been seeing more and more hateful Gamergate-esque opinions. I want to be clear on where I stand. I won't tolerate any harassment, violence, or threats towards devs, minorities, and women in our industry in any space that I own or have control over. He continued, I don't care about your opinions and won't go into discussions with you. I'm not interested in explaining to you how little you know of the workings of our industry, and I will report and block your account. He concluded by threatening, and if by chance you happen to be working in the industry and you are voicing said opinions, I'll screenshot you, put you on a person list, and advocate that you'll never work at a company I work for or associated with ever again. Again, guys, think about this for a second. This person is actively threatening someone's job because they disagree with them. That is heavily illegal. That has to be illegal to some extent. Think about that for a second. This guy literally said, I will threaten, I will put you on a list, I will blacklist you, make sure that you're unhireable in the industry because you disagree with our ideology. This is absolutely insane, ladies and gentlemen, and it's always a fucking white guy who is saying this shit. 9 times out of 10, it is always a white person saying this, because all of these guilty white people who feel in their hearts that they should be slave owners, they love to virtue signal online, ladies and gentlemen. They virtue signal online 24/7 to make themselves seem like they're so innocent, they're so virtuous, they have no skeletons in their closet whatsoever. We promise, wink, wink, that's how they love to act. Then it says, I love it when they reveal that, yes, it's true, we are forcing DEI crap into games, or else you will never work here again. Shout out to Grums over on Twitter. I'm trying to reach out to you, man. I want to get you on Saturday Night Hypnosis. This is exactly what we're talking about, Richie. Thanks for taking the mask off and confirming everything. Exactly. This is what we are talking about in the gaming scene right now. This is what we're talking about in everything, to be honest with you. They are forcing this stuff so much that they're willing to fire people who disagree. So for something that's so organic, for something that's not forced, they sure want to force you to either believe it or you're out. This is the problem that's happening right now in modern day entertainment. Then it says, while DeWitt admitted that he will actively engage in this behavior Former Bungie lawyer Don McGowan admitted he had been using the tactics within the video game industry for years. He detailed on X, and it never occurs to them that the reason nobody made games for them was because nobody wanted to make those kinds of games. Nobody wants our money because no one wants you in that environment. Take it from someone most of whose job was figuring out ways to get rid of you. Trust and safety departments exist to get assholes out of the gaming environment. He continued, you end up creating them to get rid of the assholes because adult humans don't want to spend their leisure time with assholes. You're a gamer gator? Fuck off, you goddamn child. Nobody wants your money. Go spend it on anime porn. Now, again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the mindset of someone who's apparently a lawyer. That's amazing to think about, right? At the end of the day. This is the mindset of someone who's apparently a lawyer for someone in the gaming industry. It goes to show that the rot runs unbelievably deep, ladies and gentlemen. So deep to the point where they're having lawyers try to reinforce it. That's how strong this rot goes. If they're coming out and saying that the games are not made for you anymore, I don't know who they're made for, honestly. Maybe the 1% of the population. I hope that they can financially, support them. But they're trying to say that the games aren't made for you anymore. Okay, that's fine. Just don't spend your money then. That's okay. Look what happened to Suicide Squad. Don't spend your money. It's fine. Or even if you give them the benefit of the doubt and you try to buy the game like Suicide Squad, what ends up happening? They spend so much time on DEI and forced inclusion that they couldn't get their fucking servers to work. They couldn't get their actual game not to be so bug-riddled to the point where the game is broken on release. That's the kind of games that they want you to just shut up and consume. If you even question them, if you even think for yourself, even remotely, they want you to just shut up and consume. That's your job as a gamer to them. You are to shut up, sit down, consume product, don't question anything, and move on to the next product. That's what they want from you. They want people who don't think. They want people who don't question. They want people who do not want to challenge the status quo. That's what they want. And ultimately, that's what they're going to try to get themselves. So listen, do not believe them for the slightest. If they ever come out and say they're making something for the fans, we already know that's not the case, number one. Number two, these people hate you. They hate everything that you stand for. They hate everything that you believe. Even if you agree with them on some things, it doesn't matter. They still hate you because you don't agree with them on everything. That's what they want. They want absolute submission. They want you to kneel before them as the gaming gods as they create their 20th dating simulator because they can't create anything fucking else. That's what they are. These people are absolute losers in every sense of the word, and they're trying to make you think that you're the problem. You're not the problem. They're the problem. DeWitt's comments also come in the wake of Sweet Baby Inc.'s employees Chris Kindred and Maya Kramer attempting to cancel Brazilian gamer Kabruta's Rambo, and we already know about the Steam curator list. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, vote with your wallet, just like our boy Kabruta said. Vote with your wallet. That's the strongest thing that you can do. If they're making games that aren't for you, then move on to the next one, because there's plenty of developers out there that are making games for their fans. That's what you need to be supporting. That's what you need to give your money to. That's what you need to make a statement with. Go support the people that actually want to make games for you and not for themselves. That's the issue. These developers are making games for themselves so they could see themselves in the games, and then they hope that people might buy it, but they know that people really aren't. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.